When it comes to left-hand comp, once again, I want to be selective. I want to present that flavor of that -7 flat 5 chord. Now I have only one hand, 5 fingers to deliver that quality. Before I start thinking about the flavor of that chord, I need to present a structural shape, which means we are going to use flat 3 and 7 as the primary targets of our attention. C -7 flat 5, so I'm focusing on flat 3 and 7, okay? So this is the fundamental concept. Now, -7 will benefit from these notes, but I'm lacking when it comes to flat 5. I'm lacking that flat 5. Now I have it. Even though it doesn't sound like a -7 flat 5, it just sounds like a minor triad, because I don't have that root. And we talked earlier that the last thing I want to care about on piano comp with for left hand is to use any roots, because they will be presented by other instruments. So this is the root, and I'm playing that triad on top. So it's another way of looking at the -7 flat 5 than you think triads. Now, the sound, the structural sound, it's already in place. Now I'm thinking colors. My tensions will deliver these colors to me. I can do a tension 11, which is right under the 5, a flat 5, but I want to present flat 5. At the same time, I want to present sharp 11th. The last thing I want to do, see, it's an extremely big jump, right? So I'm gonna drop this tension 11 one octave higher, and I will end up with that cluster. Okay, so it's by itself it sounds wrong, but in the context it sounds extremely wonderful. Okay, so now when I do inversion, it's even more wonderful. Okay, based on an art itself, we can break any rules previously established. So we can go places what people never discovered or people never knew they existed. Our tension 9th can stay 9th, our tension 13 can stay 13th. It's up to your imagination, your ear training, and the context. So it turns out that the context is everything. The way you use -7 flat 5 is everything, and where you place it and how you place it. If we walk away from the Lydian scale and turn this -7 flat 5 chord into something else, like the purpose of that chord changes. Here's the example towards tension 9th. If we keep it natural, it works. It's beautiful. It's just depending what you're going to attach to it next. Tension 13th. With tension 9th, it creates a very interesting scale. Right? Now, I can also could go with tension 13th and keep flat 9th, and all of a sudden changes everything. What we love about -7 flat 5 is that it's unstable. Want to be resolved for something else. It doesn't exist on its own. It's like leads towards something. It's like give me some purpose, resolve, right? Go somewhere, do something. So the natural way is to go for like 2-5, right? When you put the -7 flat 5, and then you resolve it for some kind of dominant after that. Let's use the D-7 flat 5 will become G7 with tensions 9th, flat 9th and flat 13th. Becomes G. And we used 7 on the bottom, 3. Between you've got flat 9th, flat 13th. So look, this is flat 9th. Flat 13th. Flat 9th. So this flat 9th becomes flat 13th of the G7. The flat 9th of the D-7 flat 5, it becomes flat 5. So you have to be aware of these choices. Now, if I decide to go for natural 9th on top of D-7 flat 5, so this natural 9th will become a natural 13th of the G7. Okay, so now since D-7 flat 5 got this flat 5, which is A flat, and this A flat becomes part of the G7 structure with natural 13th and flat 9th. Okay, it would be wise to kind of use that that logic when you combine two chords together, so you don't have to jump from natural to lowered. Just something to think about. All right, let's concentrate how we can use this structure, the idea, the concept into that left-hand comp. Once again, left-hand comp, I want to concentrate on 3 ingredients: flat 3, 7, and flat 5. D-7 flat 5. So I'm skipping the idea of using the root, and I'm going for 3 and 7, and I need flat 5 as well. Okay? If I roll back to our C-7 flat 5 once again, I'm skipping the root, I'm playing 3, flat 3 and 7, and flat 5. So it turns out this is a minor triad on top of that root. E flat minor triad. Okay? Alright, so I would love to keep these 3 because they stand for the structure. Now I want to personalize this structure by adding tensions. I can add natural 9th if this is my desire. And if I, for example, I go for something like F-7, I mean, if I go for F7 with tension 13th and flat 9th, that's the sound kind of I'm looking for. So minor triad plus some tensions. This is the tension 9th. If I change it for tension 11th, I may don't have that much reach with my hand. So what do? I can drop this tension 1 octave lower and create this cluster which doesn't sound pleasing, but in a context, it's powerful, it's beautiful. It's even better if I do inversion of it. So I flip this E flat 1 octave higher, and all of a sudden everything becomes much clearer. Okay, if I continue, if I do a cluster on top, got this beautiful mystery sound. Okay? Alright, so this is us going after 11th. Now, tension 9th could create a similar cluster if I flip this flat 3 1 octave higher. See, similar situation, but in a context. This is exactly what you want. Another cluster when I do another inversion. Beautiful. And another one. So let's just say that I play on top, and then I'm gonna start moving down and down and down. The beautiful thing about the music composition is that I don't have to be pianist. All I need is to understand the structure, and I will take as much time, as much fingering I need in order to understand it. Okay, so this insight, it's more efficient, more powerful than how much of the pianist I become. So it's a different approach, which allows you to kind of grow and expand that way. So you look at the instrument and you start seeing voicings. And then you start using them. You take your time based on who you are, where you are with this process, and slowly become more and more insightful and powerful. Royal Composer provides students around the world with detailed musical knowledge.
Let's take the challenge out of building chords. I will show you the way.
Our signature course, Chord World, teaches you how to build chords in music. We are talking about triad 7 chords and tensions with all the inversions, 21st century stuff. With a little bit of effort, topics such as 7 chords or tensions could become your favorite topics. The Chord World provides everything you need to know about the chords in music from A to Z. No matter what style of music you create, our powerful, detailed video presentations will help your music production. If you are serious about the music creation, check out Chord World. We are here to support you and your music.